Hi, look, it's me. There he is, my Harakar. He's speaking like he's me, even though he's not, because this isn't Base Rig or some other virtual reality thing. Because, I don't know, I mean, it's probably possible to mod your character so you could make your character into your B2 persona, but, I don't know how to do it. So today, I'm just going to talk about a few things while my Harakar talks in the background and music from my estate plays also in the background, because I thought that would be neat. I don't know, change of pace. I was going to make my character sit outside and do it, because it would be kind of cool to see like the day and nighttime pass. But at the same time, I liked having the music in the background from my estate. This sadly also made me realize how little orchestration roles I have, or orchestrion roles as it's saying. I don't know why. See, orchestration rules sounds like that could actually work, but it's not. So yeah, I'm not the first time I put like a ramble-ish video on here. I did one years ago for Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I don't know why I had to specify it was the first one, but yeah, it was the first one. Now I'm here talking again, except I'm not talking about Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm talking about the next generation of consoles, which are pretty much out. I don't know. Unless Nintendo's got one that they will surprise us all with. I don't know. I mean, eventually there's probably going to be like a Switch 2 or something. I can't see Nintendo actually having like a normal console after the Switch. Because the Switch sold like gangbusters, and they're not going to be like, yeah, but let's take that gimmick that made it sell well and just take it away. Some dumbass marketers will make you believe that taking away said gimmick will make it sell more, but they're fucking stupid. Anyways, but we're not here to talk about Nintendo, not today. We're talking about the PS5 and the Xbox box. I think it's Series X. I don't know. Microsoft, can you please not pull a fucking Nintendo and have good names? Like, I really thought that the new 3DS was the peak, was the pinnacle of bad console names. And from there, we only went down. At least that's what I thought until Microsoft pulled whatever the fuck the Xbox One X was. And then they have, what, now? The fucking Xbox Series X? Which is a little bit better, but, like, why call it that? Is it because, like, they're just gonna call it an Xbox anyways? Which, you know, I guess I can get, but at the same time, it's just, it makes things confusing. I don't know. It's just me. So, I'm gonna just talk about these consoles. I guess initial thoughts, nothing, like, crazy. I don't own either of them, and I don't plan on owning either of them. I mean, the PS5 may be down the line, but definitely not an Xbox Series. Fucking Xbox box. The box that can hold the ping pong ball. God, I cannot speak. I just thought that was really neat. I think I saw like a video where someone did that. I don't know if like the exhaust comes out that way, or if they modded it so the exhaust comes out by the top. If the exhaust actually comes out by the top, that's really weird. Like, I don't know how that's going to fit under someone's TV. Like, I genuinely want to know, like, who at Microsoft was like, yeah, put this under your TV while the exhaust literally points right under it like that. Like, why? Also, this thing looks like a fucking refrigerator, so, And it also is the same dimensions as a GameCube, which is baffling. That's kind of crazy. Then we have the PS5 over here, which is the ugliest PlayStation I've seen in my goddamn life. I really hate this thing. It looks like an awkward wannabe router, but do you remember, this is not for your Wi-Fi. This is for playing video games, and you're just like, oh, okay. I just also hate the disc version with the disc popping out like that. It just looks gross. Like, I don't know. Like, we went from, like, the PS4, which is probably one of the slickest looking video game consoles I've ever seen, to this. It's just so awkward. I just want another version of the PS5 that doesn't look like some awkward router wannabe thing. So that's my, like, initial impressions, I guess, with visuals? I don't know. It's still just weird to me that we're this far ahead with, like, what, 4K is becoming the norm now? I don't think 4K is the norm yet, but, like, it's starting to get there. I think the current norm right now is, like, 2K? Question mark? I don't know. I have two, like, 1080p monitors, so what do I know? And even then, it took me a while to get something even remotely 1080p, because for the longest time I had a TV that was like 720p, and it wasn't fully 720p. It was like a really awkward, like 680p kinda. It wasn't nice. I do own that TV. I just have it in storage now, and I don't use it because I just do everything off my monitors. But it still kind of fucks with me that we're, like, going this far. I still remember the PS3 coming out and thinking, this is the pinnacle of gaming right here. Like, it's not gonna look any better. Like, this is like, I thought the PS3 was gonna be a console that lasted not as long as I thought it would. I thought that was gonna last a pretty long time. And when I mean that, by the way, I mean, like, I didn't think the PS4 would come out in, like, what was it, 2012? I think it was 2012. I just thought the PS4 wouldn't be a thing until maybe, I don't know, 2014 at least. But here we are. And then the PS4 just immediately needed to be replaced by the Pro, which is even crazier to think that we just midway through a console generation, we need a more powerful version of that console. And I don't know how to feel about that, because on one hand, it's like, you know what? For those people who want it, it's great. But on the other hand, it's like, did we really need another console that's not more powerful than the PS5, but just a little bit more powerful than the PS4? I mean, yeah, it's cool that it can run, like, it can allow the PS4 to run 4K, I believe, and makes most games at 60 frames per second, but still, like, did we really need it that badly? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm also at this really weird point as well, where I'm kind of not interested in either console outside of the Switch, because I own a gaming PC now compared to when the PS3 came out. Like, when the PS3 came out, I never thought about even owning something remotely like what I own now as this gaming computer. Like, I couldn't even imagine myself owning something more than a laptop. And yet here I am with two monitors. I have the generic fucking rainbow keyboard, which truly makes me a gamer, and then I have the light-up mouse. I've got everything here. I am truly a colorful gamer, and I don't give a shit if it's supposed to be, like, tacky or a meme. I generally like the colorful stuff. I just don't like it on headsets, because then there's an obvious glare on the monitor, because I had a headset like that once, and I hated it. But having on the keyboard, it looks nice, and then when it's dark, I can tell what the hell I'm pressing. Not that I really look down on my keyboard often, but it's just nice to have it lit up. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't. I don't know. I can't go back to, like, I got a light up keyboard, and I could not go back, and I never will. But yeah, I really thought that the PS3 would be the pinnacle of gaming in general, because I remember just seeing things for that looking so great. Hell, Final Fantasy 13 I think still looks amazing. Like, that's a PS3 game. And look at that game. Have you seen that game? It's beautiful. So, like, the PS4 wasn't, like, a big jump. I mean, like, yeah, it can run things that are more powerful, for sure, but I'm just surprised that we went from PS3 to PS4 to PS Pro to PS5. It seems like it's all so sudden, which makes you really wonder, how long is the PS5 gonna last for? Because the PS6 may not come out until, what, 2026? But we also have to keep in mind that there might be a PS5 Pro, or a PS5 Ultra, or a PS5, but it has an extra 5 on it somewhere. I don't fucking know. Point being is that there's gonna be another thing to replace this thing probably a lot sooner than people expect. But maybe not. Maybe tech has really gotten to the point where we won't need something better than the PS5 until a lot longer. I doubt the tech will actually stay that relevant now that I think about it, because it's like we're entering an age where things just get upgraded so quickly nowadays. Like, so who knows? For those curious, I'm not really interested in owning a PS5 right now because of the gaming PC. And it's just like, if I really wanted to play something on PS5, I just buy it on Steam, and then wow, I can play it without having to buy like what, a $500 console. What a crazy, I don't know, what a thing, you know, the thing. Anyways, I don't have to buy something crazy, it's just right there. It might take forever to download, and I might have to clear things off of my internal storage, which is whatever, but that's it. There's nothing crazy. Would I rather play them on PS5? I don't know. I haven't really tried out the controller for PS5, so I can't say if it's something I like or not. Maybe it might be bad. I don't know. I've just seen pictures of it. I mean, color design wise, it looks god awful, but like outside of that, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess quickly, let's just talk about the Xbox Series 1X thing. At the exclamation part, X, 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 X. I have no plans of ever owning a Microsoft console ever again. The 360 will probably, and has probably been, the last actual Xbox console I'll own. Like, honestly, like, the Xbox Series X seems interesting in concept, but not only do I not have the money for something like that, but like I said, I have the PC. Like, mostly stuff that releases on Xbox is usually, well, I wouldn't say like third party, but they're usually multi-platform, so it's like, why would I buy an extra console when I could just boot up my computer once again? With that being said, I guess if I had a shit ton of games on my computer, I'd need more space, so maybe that could be a reason. But at that rate, I just buy like a hard drive or an external hard drive. You know, like, there are options for that, so that's like a really kind of weak excuse. Really curious how the Xbox Series X controller feels, though, because I have an Xbone controller because I use it for PC gaming, because it's way easier to connect an Xbox controller to your PC versus any other controller, which I really hate, because I hate the D-pad on the Xbox controllers. They feel so jank, they feel so garbage, I hate them. So I hope that the Xbox Series X one is good, at least better than the Xbone. The Xbone was at least a little bit better than the 360s from what I remember using of it. Oh, the 360's D-pad, that is. That's like a really minor thing to talk about, but it just bugs me that much that I have to mention it. Yeah, outside of that, next generation consoles, they're a thing, they happen. I just own the Nintendo Switch. I can't really see myself upgrading to a PS5 anytime soon. I'm definitely not getting another Xbox because, like I said, I haven't owned another one since 360, and I don't plan on buying another one. I feel like if I were to buy an Xbox, I would buy the OG Xbox, because at least there is exclusive games to that, which sounds really stupid. But then again, I think Xbox Series X, or whatever, I think the Xbox in general, it sounds like they're being pretty good about backwards compatibility. Like, I think you can play those games on Xbox Series X, or at least most of them? I don't know. I don't really keep up with Microsoft that much, so who knows? I am generally curious how these consoles are going to do in the long run, because yes, I do own a gamer PC, which I've stated many times in this video, but I don't know how commonplace that is nowadays. It seems like it's a lot more commonplace to buy a gaming PC. Like, I feel like that's becoming more and more of the norm, which is half the reason why I kind of own mine. And that makes me wonder how well Xbox and PlayStation are going to be comparatively. I mean, I still think they're going to sell well, obviously, because, like, they're Microsoft and Sony. Like, of course it's going to sell. But I do wonder if the sales are going to slightly kind of decline because of just like, why would you want to buy these two consoles when you can just buy your own gaming computer and just not have to upgrade again for the Xbox 6 or Xbox 6, the next Xbox and the PS6. So who knows? I don't predict the future, and like I said, I'm biased because I do have the computer, so it's like, well, I know. I just want to make something clear when I'm talking about the gaming computer stuff, is like, in theory, you could just literally buy an upgrade to whatever you need, and then boom, it's done. Now, how efficient that is, and how cost efficient that is, I'm not 100% too sure. I don't build my own computer, I got mine pre-made even, so who knows? Like, it might come to the point where you'll have to replace every little thing, and that could be expensive, but maybe in the long run, it's not too bad. So, I might be talking out of my ass here. So it'd be really interesting to see where it goes from here. I will say though, the PS5's like UI looks really nice. I haven't seen it for the Xbox Series X, but like the PS5 looks, UI-wise, it looks nice. I don't know. It tickles my fancy a bit. I still think the PS4's looks a little bit better, but like the PS5's looks nice. I feel like that's one of my stupid favorite parts about getting a new console, like a new modern day console, is looking through like the UI and the HUD and whatnot. It's really neat. I remember doing that with the Wii, thinking that was the coolest shit. I remember doing that with the GameCube. You had no disc in, you boot it up, and it's like, whoa, what is this cube thing? It's so fucking cool. I feel like that's literally a just me thing. And I think with that, I'm gonna end off the video because I don't really have much more to say. Because like I said, these things are out right now, they're new, nothing really crazy. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna put this out there, and then maybe within like 2 or 3 years I'll look back on this and be like, wow, look at you, you own a PS5 now, you bitch. Which honestly will probably happen. Even though I'll probably just, I don't know. It usually takes me a while to get the stuff that's not Nintendo, because I didn't get my PS4 until, I want to say 2015? I'm gonna look that up. I didn't get the PS4 until 3 years after its release. What about the PS3? Then I didn't get the PS3 until 5 years after that release, which is really, really crazy. Like, I can't believe I got a PS3 that late. But I guess at that time, that was like the only time where I actually owned all 3 consoles of that generation. And then like 3 years later, PS4 drops. Or is it 3 years or is it 2 years? Yeah, 2 years later. So yeah, I was a very late adopter of the PS3. It's kind of insane. Especially because I owned so many fucking PS3 games. I didn't get the thing until literally a few years before they pretty much discontinued it. In fact, I need to get my PS3 fixed still, because I still would like to get on it for stuff. Anyways, that's all I'm really going to say for this video. If you have the PS5 or the Xbox Series X and you want to mention something about them, let me know. I guess you can leave a comment and then I'll read later. If there are any comments, I don't know. I honestly don't think there will be, but who knows? And even if there are, I probably won't read them immediately. So, that's all I gotta say. Bye.